trying to elevate. Heaven is a crime scene. Stay behind the yellow tape. Started making money and I let it pray. Soon as I learned that the more you do, the less you wait. Got a bigger crib, always use extra space. Shit was so different in 2008. Pains. Build the open veins with no cocaine. Relapsed, I eat that, I don't complain. I'm just rambling. You want war? Said 64, Blitz champion. Outer space channeling, brain damaging, heavy brain game canceling. Proud to be American. Yeah, they tell me get yourself straight. How much more money can you make? I'm just trying to grow up, water rich, maybe get married to an over bitch. I be over shit. The world don't give a fuck about your loneliness. I'm just trying to grow up, water rich. The world don't give a fuck about your loneliness. I be over shit. The world don't give a fuck about your loneliness. Okay, I'm a deranged motherfucker. Took too many others. Now it's rush hour. Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker. I stuck around the past 6 summers. Karma is a bitch, and that bitch don't. Yeah, it was in that attic. You could smell the weed. Bitch getting naked, we was selling knee. Bitch kissing bitch just like L&D. In the kitchen, whipping biscuits, giving generously. I thank the Lord I made it out no STD. Lost a few too many brain cells and special needs. Yeah, tell me get yourself straight. How much more money can you make? I'm just trying to grow up on the rich. Baby, get married to a bitch. I be over shit. The world don't give a fuck about your loneliness.
Gentlemen in attendance, good morning. It's the babyface Dawn daughter checking in. And I want you to know it ain't about complaining, it's about maintaining. You know what I'm talking about? Don't ever become content because you will repent. Feel that? Go get it. That's your life. Go live it. Pass me my Hennessy and my grandma yet. If you will.
All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get it started. Let's get it started. Yes, sir. Where we at? There we go. There we go. Oh. All right, let's get it, man. Give everybody a second to come in. Get their seats. What's up, everybody? It's Master Pyro tapping in. I'm about to get started.
Congratulations. Real niggas never change. You know how to go cracking seals and counting what I wanna change, bro. Richard Millie, Thomas dancing, bitch, look at the rain.
Oh, man, it's gonna be super dope. It's gonna be super dope.
His own room, he do what the fuck he want, don't he? Dig that. I just gave Brandon Lambo to my little homie. Dig that. In my ears, no SIs, just don't. You like how I shine, dig that. He is not my kind, dig that. Orange when we slide, dig that. Ratchet, but she fine, dig that. I fuck with her vibe, dig that. I see.
All right, buddy. Let's go ahead and get it started. This is Master Pyro tapping in on Levels of Mastery. Here we are on IMC TV, another cycle, another week on discovering what is our next step to mastery. All right, what is the next level? What is that? You know, what does that even mean? What does that entail? What does that even look like? How are we going to get there? What is in the way? What do we got to let go? So many different avenues, so many different perspectives to look at. And this is what we're here to do. We're here to untangle a lot of that. Here on IMC TV, this is like a wide range of individual that has committed themselves into the highest level of their potential. Here in this specific show, I am the host, Master Pyro, sharing my road to enlightenment, right? I got my glasses on, they're a little loose, so just, you know, excuse me with this quick picking up my glasses every second. And this is what we're here for. Now, the title of today is so important. It's like it's like the title, and then I just break it all down of like the concepts and ideas and what helps keep this stuff in a tight order, right? At least the tightest that I'm currently using. And of course, I'm always willing to use more better techniques and better ways of adjusting and things of that nature. I just believe that I'm further along the path of practice and understanding how the state of mind works and ways to influence it and things of that nature. So here we go. Let's get it started. I don't want to keep jabbling on that. Let's get it started. Title of this video today is why you should not fake it till you make it. Oh man, this is where we start getting into the nitty-gritty of like what the fuck is going on with everybody around and what they're actually accomplishing. Because you see, a lot of people have this idea of this concept of fake it till you make it. I'm gonna just fake it till I make it. I'm gonna just kind of do this until I make it, or I'm gonna just do this till I make it. And I'm here to say you should not fake it till you make it. Don't do that shit, because it's literally in the language. It's literally in the wording of what you're saying. You're faking something. Therefore, you're incongruent of it. No matter how close or no matter how many times you try to, you know, fool yourself, if you will, or fake yourself out, because literally what you're doing your best to do, you're doing your best to fake yourself out to make it. I firmly believe you should not do that dumb shit. Do not fake it till you make it. Okay, what does Master Pyro do? Master Pyro doesn't fake it till he makes it, because then he'll just be faking it all the way until he makes it. Then when he quote unquote makes it, he'll be a faker, because he's been so, I would then have to teach myself how to continuously faking it. Then when I'm finally there in the spotlight, I'm gonna dissolve like everybody does when it's time to go in the hot seat, right? Everybody, as soon as they get in the hot seat, they fucking dissolve. They can't stand in the light for too long because they've been faking it with their communication. They're pushing through their communication, trying to be something that they're not, right? Because they're doing things that's not 100% on par of what it takes to be at the highest level. And you can't fool yourself. You can't fake yourself out on that. And here we are trying to fake it till we make it. It's like the fucking wave of this society, and it's even leaking into the self-help community, or people that are, you know, doing their best to act like they're doing something that they're really not. That's just the whole point. Now, the question is, or what's the $1 million answer on to get over this hurdle and actually become something, or not faking it no more, so I can make it, right? So everybody wants to do it. They want to make it. Shit, everybody wants to make it. Let's see, check my messages real quick. Should probably go live. So let me go live real quick. Let me go live on Levels of Mastery and on Master Pyro. So I got to promote this shit. It's not shit. I'm going to correct my language. I got to promote myself when I'm giving high value, when I'm exchanging value, and I know it's coming from a pure place. I need to record it so people can see this shit, so people can know this stuff is real. See, I'm doing it. I'm literally on the process of doing it right here, right? I'm scraping the bottom of it. See, I just corrected myself how many times? Because that's what it takes. It takes the language of the old self to die out, to run out, and the language of the new man, the new individual, to begin to pour in, to begin to clear out all the old things that's in the way, all the old shit's in the way. Now, that's the proper way to saying it there. There you go. Hold on, let me put the title here. IMC TV. IMC TV live stream. Just do like, you know, a couple minutes on here, if so. And then I'm gonna go right into what I was about to say. All right, so we're here live on Instagram, Levels of Mastery, and I'm right here on IMC TV live stream right here, right? And I was going over not faking it till you make it, right? And what are the major, we're about to get into what do I do? What does Master Pyro do to not fake it till I make it? So I could be as congruent as possible. That's what I'm looking for. That's what we need in being in alignment, is to be congruent with your word and how you feel and what is right for you to move into, right? So let's go ahead and get into it. So what do? I make it until I make it. I make it until I make it. And I know a lot of people think like, well, what is, that's not really a fucking orgasm in my brain right yet. But hold on a second. We're getting there. We're getting there. See, when you make it until you make it, you don't rob yourself of the experience, or you don't rob yourself of going to the next thing you need to do, or facing the next challenges you got to face, right? Being more social, being more exercising your communication more, right? Going on live, sharing your philosophy, sharing the actual system that you are committed to in a routine fashion. So you can always be at the optimum or at the highest premium level of your expression. To do that, you got to make it until you make it, meaning use what you have to make the best elements of it, and then allow that to keep on showing the next level of what you need to either let go of or add more of, take this away, take that away. But when you're faking it, something is happening on a deeper level. How do I know? Because I was there. Oh man, was I there? I was faking it. Like I was acting like I didn't want to do this or didn't want to do that because I don't know how they're gonna, they, them, the society, whatever bullshit, whoever is outside of me was gonna judge me on this thing and say, you know what? That's not right, or you shouldn't do it that way. You should do it this way. Whatever issues that my mind or the devil can come up with to slow me down. And I saw that every single time that I gave in to those ideas, I was becoming more disgenuine by listening or thinking and listening to ideas of people outside of me. So even if you're creating on a more deeper level of faking something. Let's remove that. Let's start over and let's remove that. Now let's create from making it until you make it, meaning keep on doing what you passionately love to do. Like minimize other people's ideas and concepts of what that creation is for you. Now, of course, that'd be ignorant to say to take other people's advice. It's not about not taking people's advice, because it's like, for example, if I don't know how to market myself correctly, I'm gonna need advice on how to market myself. If I don't know how to put a picture or a video together, I need to find somebody who knows how to put a picture and video together for me, right? If I don't know how to communicate business, I need to learn how to communicate business. So it's a difference between looking to how to sharpen a skill versus putting yourself out there and knowing, okay, I'm going to be judged. I don't know how people are going to look at me. I don't know how things are going to settle once I make a cause. I'm looking for an effect. I don't know what effect I'm going to get out of it. So people people tend to have this gap in their speech, and the gap is some kind of incongruency when people hear you. It's in the voice, it's in the tone of the voice, right? You're trying to tell somebody something that they just do it. If they just do what I'm doing, then they're going to be. You can't. Well, I said you can't do it because people are doing it, but the problem is that it's not coming across as if you're living that. It's like you're still trying to prove yourself, and that is the core that people are hearing when it's fake it till you make it. I don't need to fake anything that I'm making because I'm making it, and there's nothing fake about what I'm making. From how I'm looking to who I want to communicate with, oh man, Instagram's still here. Listen, catch me on Master Pyro. I'm about to switch off on this. Peace out. Appreciate you all for tapping in. I'm about to go right into it. And this is where you protect yourself in your creations, because you're doing it from a place of pure authenticity and what you believe is real to you. Like you're at the core of that. So first you got to see, what do I love to do? What's the best thing I love to do, right? For some people, selling houses. Some people selling cars. Some people is detailing cars. Some people is customizing cars. Some people is barber. Some people is videographer. Just so many passions, right? Okay, we get down to that. What is my passion? What do I love to do? I love to speak. I love to work out. I love to do this. Okay, cool. Now we're there. Now, when you talk about those topics, what is the coolest aesthetic, proper way to do those things in your eyes, right? Then you get inspired by seeing people that came before you do those things. Then another level comes with, okay, what if I was to do it? What's a better way that person could have done it by adding what I know? Now You're at a very pure space to create from, that you don't have to fake that, because that is what is genuine and true to you. Now, as you move forward, dropping the ego by thinking, well, now that I know something, now I'm better than this person, that person. See, we know that we can't make that judgment because there's so many different possibilities and probabilities out there. To be able to, the human brain can't even come up with that. That's why we got all these other machines and all that, and we still can't even come up with a lot of these answers on like why shit happens the way they happen in life, the way they happen in life. But here we are still trying to act like we have control over what's happening in our life or the next person's life, where it may have you. And this is where we begin to lessen our ability and get back on track on what we can control. And what we can control is what we choose to make. What we choose to make comes from a space of what we see as authentic to us or as an individual. So now when I create, I'm not coming from a space of faking it. You don't want to fake shit. I don't want to fake shit. Why would I want to fake anything? You don't want to fake anything. Don't fake nothing until you make it. Make it until you make it. Keep creating as you make it. Now, whatever level you are in creating, you can still get help in what you need to create. You still need, let me not say you need, because it's not exactly a need. It's to create at a bigger scale. You got to use other people's resources of knowledge to get there, right? I have a mentor, right? Him being my mentor helps me become more sharper in this character that I'm playing. Me listening to people that I know better in marketing with me helps me become a better marketer in my company. Teaches me better how to communicate. But I have to have that humble spirit in knowing I don't know what I don't know in things I need help in. So I need somebody to point out to me, hey, you don't know how to do this. This is how you properly do it. And this could be a small trap. This is a small trap that people get into once they start growing in knowledge or they start growing in understanding. They start to not seek the same intensity or understanding in help, right? It's like, well, I've been studying this for 10 years now, so I don't need help. Or I've been doing this for 5 years now, I don't need help. That's where a lot of people cut their own resources of information that is necessary for them to get to the next level. So let's circle back around on what it is that we need to truly lock in on this, because this is a huge part. This understanding shifted my whole trajectory in my career as a videographer who I'm networking with and creating with, right? I have to see that I can no longer fake it till I make it. I need to make it until I make it. I need to be pure in what I'm making until I make it. I need to shed that and grow in that every single time. I need to make what I'm making and drop the idea of being fake about it. There's nothing about being fake about anything. It's truly about making it pure the best way I know. And when I run into the next obstacle, it's going to expose to me what I need to work on to create and get to the next level. And this is what I really want people to hone in on, because I guarantee once you shift the mentality of faking it till you make it into making it until you make it, you will begin to create at a different level. And the reason why you're going to create at a different level, because now you're not coming from a space of what I need to fake to look like I'm doing something, or what I need to pretend to look like I'm doing this or doing that. No, because what's going to happen is that is an incongruency. That's a misalignment internally that's happening. And when at some point it's going to be exposed, and a man doesn't stand in power in misalignment. It just doesn't happen like that. So my advice is, moving forward, is make it till you make it, because you can do that. You can make something where you are with the necessary tools that you have, and you can make that until the next level approaches, and you're going to remake it again, and you're going to remake again. And at some point, shit, I made it. Everybody knows me for this thing. Everybody wants me for this service. Everybody knows I'm the most trusted on this thing. But how do you make it there? Damn it, you make it. It's like you make a real bridge. You use real experiences, real positive ideas, and you use real constructive, not just positive, because see, I'm mindful when I'm saying just have positive ideas, because then people just feel like I just got to be positive. It's not fuck being positive or anything like that. It's not even about that. It's really about being constructive. It's about being solution oriented. That's the hugest thing that I've learned in my life, really, is learning how to tune your mind into being solution oriented. And I believe that is like, that is a tool that you have to bring with you and be prepared to use. Be prepared to use the tool of being innovative, being an innovator, right? Creating as you go. Because that is a necessary skill it takes to create what you want in this life, 100%. And my goal of this live stream by the end of it is to give you that newer perspective, that grand perspective of what it is to create from a space of knowing that you can create and it can be possible for you to get at the level you want to create from. And you don't got to fake shit. You don't have to act like anything is, you don't have to accept anybody's outside perspective of what you see fit for your life. They can come around all day and say, hey, bro, that's kind of fake. You're not really doing it like that. Well, it says who? Because it's right here. Doesn't make sense. This is where people begin to second guess their creations, because they have that idea, let me fake it till I make it, right? And then a friend or a coworker or some motherfucker is gonna come around and say, well, hey man, you never done it like that. It's been 2 years, it's been 5 years, you only been doing it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not what it is. But yet here it is that they're criticizing. So it must be real if it's sitting here in front of them trying to break it down, and where were they trying to break it down? So there you know that you made it. Now, be intelligent with criticism. I'm not here to judge what people say about me. What I'm here to see is whatever feedback that I'm getting, good or bad, can I fucking build with it? Is it somewhat constructive? So if my mentor looks at one of my creations and I pour my heart out on that motherfucker, and he says, Pyro, this is shit, man. Like, your work is this. I think you need to work on that. Now, I, as the creator in my shit, has to say, damn, is anything that he says above somewhat true? Can I honestly get better at what I did? The moment I say, nah, fuck his opinion, it doesn't work out for me, it's the same moment I close the door to a better creation that I could have made. So accepting constructive criticism and not being a bitch about and being emotional when somebody says, hey, I think you could have done X, Y, and Z better. Now, of course, I'm not saying just take any advice from anybody and start breaking down your own shit. What I am saying is that know what you're looking for, right? Be intentional. That's the power of being intentional. Know what you're looking for, right? When the light turns on, aka the sun, in the day, what are you looking for in your day? And use those ideas of what you're looking for to help you connect the dots, because I guarantee you it's there somehow, some way. It's up to us to see the dots. So, man, this is so big, man. This is so big because anybody that hears this talk can now start to break the norm that's fucking out there about this bullshit about fake it till you make it. No, stop that shit in its tracks. Fuck faking it till you making it, bro. That's why this society is full of bullshit, because everybody trying to fake something till they make something, and there's a whole bunch of just faking shit and nobody's making shit. They're not making real substance out there. So let's change, let's turn the wave and letting them know you don't have to do that That's not necessary. You don't have to fake anything. How about we just take anything fake out of the equation? Let's just everything outside of the fucking recipe, anything I want to create, I want to take fake out of it, actually. How about let's take that out of it? Let's start there. Why is that even being considered? Anybody that's talking about faking something, that's not even considered. Let's figure out how we can make it legit. Let's make it real the best way we can, because that's the experience. People are looking for experiences. Let's get into almost the last part before I take questions. As a service, as a business, people are looking for services. They're looking for an experience. 100%. You be it, you will see it. You will create that vibration into the world. So this goes into my point. In your service, you can become, people are experiencing you. They're experiencing your service in whatever degree that you're doing that. And if you're doing it from somewhat of a fake space, anywhere in there, I don't even care, it's like 2%. Get rid of that shit. Find out why do you need to hang on to that 2% of faking something until you make it? Now, see, I want to clarify something, but it's not for this class. This is going to be for my closed portion. So on Levels of Mastery, I have 2 classes. I have the Tuesday, or sessions. I don't want to really call it classes, but 2 sessions. Here on IMC TV, where it's open, it's mainstream, the whole world can see and just dissect these ideas with me. Then I have Fridays, where it's a closed group. The only way you can get on that link is on Levels of Mastery Telegram group, where I can dissect more deeper in these things with people that's way more like-minded. I know I'm getting random people on here, so this is just for me to bring the awareness of things that I know a lot of people don't hear about. It's not the normal for hearing somebody to say fuck being fake and make it. Yeah, just fake. No. All right. If there's any questions or insights before I move forward, feel free to tap in. If not, there's no pressure. Let me see here before I move forward. Okay, so that's going to be okay. So not faking it till you make it till you make it. So that's the journey. The journey doesn't end when you make it. Just being honest with you. Our journey doesn't end when you make it. So what does it even mean to make it? To make it, to me, is to prove to yourself you can do, which at one point you couldn't do it. Now, to the degree you put it out into the world, I believe is the degree that it is available to the world to see that you can do what you can do. But whether they see it or not doesn't dictate whether you can do it or not, right? Shit, nobody can see that I can make a video, but that doesn't stop me from making one of the best videos. But if I want it out there, I want everybody to know that it depends on me to push it out there. So depending at the degree you're willing to push out your service or push out whatever it is that you're good at, is to that degree you're going to be able to be recognized in that thing. Now, don't let that be a driving force. However, learn how to be congruent on what you're creating. So that's not a deciding factor on how you're choosing to decide how to create. Because when you choose to be genuine in what you're doing and things of that nature, things get naturally attracted. Things attract to you. Things pull towards you. I know we hear that a lot in a lot of different other shit, like, all these other people talk about law of attraction and shit like that. Yes, but not the way they told us. Just put it like that. Definitely not the way they told us. Now, I want to share with you that as you're going through this process, there's going to be things that you're going to need to have or be prepared to have when you face them, which is staying motivated. What is it? Staying motivated and focused, right? Of course, I can go back into having a morning routine, but how do you stay focused in having a morning routine or having a routine? There's something called the element of obsession. You got to be obsessed, bro. You have to be obsessed with what you want to create, what you want to obtain in this life. If there isn't a sense of obsession, I just don't think I think you're psyching yourself out on what you think you want to create and what you want to have. I think you're flirting with the idea that you can do X, Y, and Z, but you don't really want to have that idea, because then you really got to get out of your comfort zone. That's the thing. That's one thing I learned about results, because I did it myself. I was holding myself back for so many years from attaining stuff and just talking about things because it felt good to talk about it, but it was too much for me to do anything about it, because then I got to leave a lifestyle that I'm not too sure I want to leave because I'm so comfortable, right? Versus, okay, let me get rid of this comfortable shit that I have going on, and let me go be uncomfortable in achieving these results that I want to see for myself. And here I am as a videographer, traveling the whole country, got models all over the country that want to work with me, that has worked with me, businesses, artists, entrepreneurs, all this shit like that. Why? Because I elevated myself. I made myself until people started to see what I created from continuously making it over and over and over, every day, every week, every month, every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, every 5 years. It's the creation of it every single day. And a lot of times we let the day go by and then we wonder why next year we're the same way. Well, if you let the day go by, you're gonna let the year go by. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you're gonna let the week go by, you're gonna let 2 years go by. It's one and the same. Don't buy the shit about these time concepts they gave you. We all had that experience, man. Where it's like, fuck, it's been a whole year. Damn, what the fuck did I do this year? Then when you look at your day, you start seeing, no shit, no wonder. No wonder. If we're gonna look at how you communicate and network with people, let's look at how many times you inserted networking and talking to people in the day. No shit. When we look at how many women you've talked to, no shit. When we look at how many times you tried to establish business, no shit. The results are there in a year based on what you do in a day, based on what you do in a week. If you're telling me in 7 days, you can't even implement talking to a girl or talking about business or getting new clients in 7 days, you expect in a year to make anything different of it? You don't have time in 7 days, and all you have is a day in 7 days in a week. Like, what, you're gonna wait a month? You're gonna push it back another 2 months? Next thing you know, it's past the summer, then we're in fall, and the year is over, and here we go, it's another year. We gotta stop playing ourselves by thinking we have time. There is no time to do that other shit that people are doing, man. That's why the world has been stagnant. Wake the fuck up. The only way you're gonna grow is going outside your fucking door and practice what the fuck you're preaching, or practice what you're listening to. Practice the whatever information you're getting from and you're studying from. Just flirting with the idea and only showing up is not good enough, man. And that ties into my point of make it till you make it. Go into action, make it happen. You need to change your avatar. You need to change how you look, make it happen. You need to change how you communicate, make it happen. If you need to change how the world sees you, change your perspective of yourself so you can reflect on the people outside of you. Nobody else is going to do that for you, bro. Or girl, whoever's watching you. Nobody. It's with you. Everybody's trying to look for this thing outside of them, forgetting it's them at the starting point, once again. Hey, man, I want to appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. This is all the time I have today on Levels of Mastery. Pretty soon, I'll be having one of the Paradise Vixens on here just to go over a couple concepts so people can hear a female perspective, a lot of things that I'm saying, you know, just give it a little bit of a balance. Not that it fucking matters, but it matters in the sense of, you know, people gotta have that, how can I put it? Reference on how to communicate these things to a model, to a woman, right? And see how it's done. I mean, the way how I do it, I'm not saying this is how it's done, like I'm the only one who knows how to do it, but you know, There's ways to do it at different levels. That's what I'm here about. Okay. I'm very grateful for all that I'm being able to teach. So everything I've shared, I'm extremely grateful for it because not only did it change my life, I love the fact that just anything that I can share has the potential to change another person's life. And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me showing up. That's what allows me to keep on showing up on levels of mastery because, well, I mean, what greater thing is that? There's nothing greater than, like, you know, when somebody is sick in bed, no amount of money or gift is going to get them out of bed. What's going to get them out of bed is a beautiful, shiny state of mind. If I give them a better outlook of life, their life will be changed. But if you don't exercise the words on that, then how are you going to be able to do that when the time comes? And that's what I'm prepared to do at all times. I'm always prepared to share with people the lights of potential and creativity and being able to let them know that it is more than possible to do what you need to do because I'm doing what I need to do, which one time seemed impossible. Guarantee you. Look at my Instagram. I thought all that shit was possible. Let's keep it real. If you look at my Instagram, Master_Pyro, everything you see me on there, I thought I was impossible. Working with those people, being on stage, traveling, meditating, fucking going in field, networking like all that shit was impossible for me. Understand that. It was literally, I was in my head like, fuck, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this shit. How the fuck am I gonna do this shit? I can't even speak without tripping over my goddamn words. Here I am, I can go a whole hour. I'm literally shorting my fucking lives because I could do this shit for almost 2 hours. And I'm learning not to do that, only do that with individuals that are willing to invest that much amount of time to listen to what I got to say. That's what I'm learning how to do. That's what I'm working. That's what I'm doing what I'm doing because it was impossible to even do that. All right, I can keep going. This is Master Pyro tapping in on Levels of Mastery, IMC TV. Thank you everybody for tapping